Visualize a swarm of 70 billion flying insects covering an area of 460 square miles, about 1.5 times the size of New York City. This migratory pest, the desert locust, has been charting its own path of destruction from the Arabian Peninsula to the East Africa. The current outbreak is affecting countries of South Asia. Over the last few days, swarms of locusts have been sighted in many regions of South Asian countries. In this video, I am going to explain you about what are these locusts and what are the reasons behind the rapid spreading of these desert locusts. A desert locust is a type of grasshopper but differ from a grasshopper in a such way that they have the ability to change their behavior and habits. The desert locust is a notorious species found in Africa, the Middle East and Asia. There are 3 stages in the life cycle of a locust: egg, pupa and adult. Female locusts lay eggs in the dam swell in rainy season. The hatching occurs between 10 to 70 days. When they hatch, young locusts have no wings and are commonly called hoopers. As they grow older, they mold their skin 5 or occasionally 6 times until they grow to the adult. This is their final shape. In this stage, they migrate to new breeding areas. Desert locusts have 2 phases: the solitary phase and the gregarious phase. In the solitary phase, the hoopers do not group together into bands. In the gregarious phase, these hoopers bond together into a swarm that can cover up to 1200 square kilometers with a speed of 12 miles per hour. In 1954, a swarm flew from Northwest Africa to the Great Britain, while in 1988 from West Africa to the Caribbean, a trip of more than 3100 of miles in just 10 days, which is nearly the distance from United Kingdom to the Saudi Arabia. Locust swarms devastate crops and cause major agricultural damages. They consume leaves and the tender tissues of plants. This swarm can contain about 40 to 80 million of locusts per square kilometer, which can eat the same amount of food in one day as about 35,000 people, 20 camels or 6 elephants. These locusts can fly up to the altitude of 2000 meters above the sea level, and the fact is that this swarm cannot cross tall mountain ranges such as Atlas, the Hindu Kush or the Himalayas. Swarms attacking crops in East Africa reached peak population from November and built up in southern Iran and Pakistan since the beginning of 2020. Iran and Pakistan are especially prone, as locust breeding is taking place in these areas due to the wet winter this year. According to the United Nations, heavy rains and cyclones enabled unprecedented breeding and the rapid growth of locust population. In mid-2018, a group of these pests found to be rapidly breeding when a cyclone from Indian Ocean hit an extremely remote area of the Arabian Peninsula known as the Empty Quarter. Again in late 2018, the cyclonic storms called Mekuna and Luban that had struck Oman and Ammon respectively turned the large desert tracts into lakes, facilitating the rapid locust breeding. The report says in early December 2019, another cyclone hit in Ethiopia and Somalia, further fueling the locust population, which is the reason for rapid spreading of locusts from East Africa to the South Asia and making the situation into worse and out of control.
And you find that every time you are trying to control in one region, there is another swarm that is happening in a different region, and it is not possible to control them simultaneously.
I hope you learned something new about this locust swarm and what are the reasons behind this spreading locust swarm. In the next video, I'm going to explain about the impact seen in several countries of East Africa and South Asian region due to these locust swarm and the preventing measures against this locust swarm. So stay tuned with our channel and don't forget to like, share the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.